New shelves. About 15 pounds, maybe less. Cost me $25 here in Canadian dollars. But it's super heavy. Should have seen me trying to get it in my truck. What an idiot. Oh my God, it was like a gong show. But yeah, needs a good wash and then it'll go in the polytunnel. We had sunshine, it's gone again. Oh well. This too shall end soon. Yeah, Mr. Mole doesn't mind the snow apparently. Good morning. Got my goofy hat on because it's cold, but it's sunny. I'm going to try to clean up this disaster because it's starting to get to that point where I can get out here and do stuff. So that shelf over there is getting moved. Those statues can get probably put outside. Yeah, so just a basic cleaning because I want to, excuse me, put my new shelf over on this side of the wall because that's where it's going to permanently sit. And I'm hoping to grow my dwarf tomatoes on it. And yeah, I'll let you see what it looks like when I'm finished. Do you ever think to yourself, what the hell am I doing with all this crap? I just want a garden. I don't want to have to be a moving company every winter. But such is life of a gardener. So everything comes out, floor gets swept, everything gets rearranged. Okay, might not look like I've done loads, but the new shelf is over there. The top shelf is going to come off because I want to, like I said, put my dwarf tomatoes up there so they get loads of sunlight. What else? Swept the floor, obviously. That shelf's temporary. It's not staying there, but I need to put somewhere to put the broccoli plants. Floor's fairly clean, and I'm done. I'm knackered. So in the house I go. Okay, so put the spinach starters out here, and I'm going to cover them up with a tunnel. There we go, spinach. The net's just to keep the frost off them, hopefully. There's loads of spinach growing in there as well. The kale I might put in there in the bed. I haven't decided yet, so for now it'll just stay in its pot. Whew. There we go. There we go. Something for the strawberries. Something for the strawberries. And yes, that's sunshine and shadow you see. Okay, so we got the broccolis. No, yes, broccoli, Asturian cabbage, and tree spinach from Mel all sown. So we've got a row of each. There's the row of each, and hopefully they'll be tickety-boo in no time. I'm doing some kale sowing today. Those are not slug eggs. Those are actually kale pellets. So we've got those done, and kale storm and winter blend. And then we're going to do some Tuscan kale seeds, which are from Nick and Meadow at Nick the Gardener. And I'll put the link in the description, of course. March 8th. It's nice out. It's about 12 degrees. What is it in here? Yeah, it says it's 12 degrees in here. Sun is shining, although sporadically. So that is where the shelf used to be, and where I'm hoping eventually to get my door to my shed. So I'll have a door that goes right through into the shed. But we're going to leave part of the wall. This is all Gerald's plan. I have no idea. But when you're getting free labor, you don't really complain about what the free labor wants to do. So there'll be a door from here out to the shed that's going up in the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. I'm going to risk taking we took the broccolis off last night and ate them. So I'm going to risk putting one of them in the brassica bed out in the cage. We don't have any cabbage whites right now. Still no daffodils, but they're going to burst any day now. And then all the bulbs are coming up, except one got mushy. I don't know why. Probably because all the frickin' snow. And I've put that other rack in here, and that's going to also have lettuces and things on it, or anything that needs to be in a brassica cage protected. This is the backup spinach. Spinach out there is doing fine. This is going to be carrots again. I have no idea what these are. They could be carrots for all I know. Obviously some self-seeded seed, but I'm going to take a whole bunch of this out because I want to put some quail in here and fluff it up a bit. So yeah, that's the plan for the next day or so. Plan is also not to bash my head on this thing. Yeah, all good. Best laid plans of mice, men, and gardeners, hey? Rogue crocus. But that's good. So yeah, so I'm going to put one of those brassicas in here, one of the broccolis, see how it survives being transplanted from its pot, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so I'll try and keep you straight. The tripod keeps falling over. So we're going to take this one and put it, we'll put it over in this corner because we want to be able to get to it and we want to harvest it. So let's see if I can put it in the dirt. You're not doing so hot, are you? Are you okay there? Don't fall over because I don't want my camera to get dirty. Gotta go get my shovel. Hang on. Oh, never mind. I already got it. Oh. Trying to get lots of little jobs done because there's always a million jobs to do in the spring, isn't there? So let's see. Make a nice hole. This has got lovely rich soil in it because it's all been amended with manure. Demi manure, and then we got to try and get this thing out without killing it. As much root ball as I can. There we go. Okay, step one seems to be working. Might be overkill, but we're going to put a tiny bit of fertilizer in there, and then we're going to try and get it a bit deeper than it is now. Sorry, talking upside down is never easy, is it? Okay. All right then. He's got his little protective collars on to keep the slugs off. Knock on wood, we don't have any just yet. It's been far too cold for slugs. Okay, so March 8th, transplant complete. Let's see how he does in the sunshine. There we go. Okay. Whew. Pour myself out. Okay. So if he does okay, we might put the rest of them out here. There we go. You know me, I love a good experiment, see if things work the way they're supposed to. Hope everybody's doing okay over in England, UK, Scotland, Wales. I hear you're all having some horrific weather. So look after yourselves. Spring will be here occasionally, eventually, one thing or another. Anyway, all good. Whew, I don't like working upside down. Okay, so I'm gonna move this, I'm gonna trip over it. I'm always tripping over something. Okay, I'm back. So I have a bucket of quail here. I soaked a bunch of it in water the other day. See if you can see that. It probably could use more swelling, but what I'm gonna do is, because I'm gonna put it in the carrot box anyway, it's gonna dump it in the carrot box. It's supposed to rain, so I'll let the rain swell up the rest of it, and then we'll dig it all in for the carrots. So I'm just gonna leave it on top like that. Just leave it on top like that. Let the rain get to it, because the brassica cage isn't covered at this time of year. We'll let the rain get to it, and then we will shovel it all in and do our carrots. But we're not doing our carrots for another couple of weeks, maybe a week. We'll see what the weather's like. It's supposed to get loads and loads of rain, so we'll see. So that's that done. Okay, now I know I've said this before. I don't know if this helps any at all, but it certainly doesn't hurt any. So I've put copper socks on all four of the legs. Bloody things, every time you touch these cheap ass shelves, they fall apart. So getting the copper on was easy. Making sure the bloody thing didn't fall apart every time I touched it was another thing entirely. So it's lunchtime here. in sunny Canada. So I'm going in for my lunch. Have a great day, everybody. Happy International Women's Day. Okay, it's March 9th. It's sunny, lovely day. We do have tiny patches of snow, but there are things that are in the shade. There are, let's go around this way, try to move you slowly. You can see all the bulbs. They're popping their little heads up like crazy. Spinach is doing fine. I watered it today. Daffodils are almost popping open, so hopefully they will in the next day or so. I'm just going to fix I've got my list of things to do, and I'll show you what I've checked off the list after. But this is me shoveling the snow out of the way in front of the gate, so I put a big rip in it, so I'm just going to fix that. And I took all the brassicas out of their pots and put them in here because they didn't seem to be too pissed off about being moved at this time of year, so hopefully they'll be happier in here. And over there is where my calettes are going to go if they ever grow. So far, nothing. So you're not the only one, Emma. Oh, that will be me bashing my head on that crossbeam. So this has all been quad and sifted and flucked and flopped. Now the next couple of inches of soil that are going to go on there, I'm going to put some of the old brassica. I'm going to sieve it and put some of that on there, and that should fill up the carrot box enough. Yep, cool. And one other thing I did today was I put some plastic under these baskets because they don't hold any water, obviously. And with our summers being as hot as they've been, I wanted them to have somewhere where there'd be a little bit of reservoir of water. It's not the prettiest looking thing, but I don't know what else you can do. It's needs must. This is my label bucket. It sits in the corner of the greenhouse all year. And basically what it is it's water with a bunch of bleach in it. And whenever I've got a label that needs washing, it goes in here. And it cleans them all off, sterilizes them, etc., etc. I keep a lid on it so if little frogs and things don't fall in there. Ladybugs, but yeah, that's... See, all pretty well. They were clean, and so I put my dirty gloves in here, but that's my label job for today as well. I forgot to mention, when you're dealing with bleach and stuff, try to wear rubber gloves, otherwise you get it all over your hands, and it's not bad, but some people break out in rashes. Okay, it's getting later in the day, and I'm tired. I've done a lot, I think. I feel like I've done lots. I've brought all my seeds outside because for the most part, everything can be done outside now. It's not supposed to be super freezing, although we are going to get some 0-degree nights, so they say, and they keep threatening rain, but so far we haven't seen any. But that's all I've got done off my list for today, and the other things should be should be available to do tomorrow. So that's it for today, folks. Today. Gerald's hacking the hedge off. He's taken, don't want to put you in the sun too much, or you're not in the sun, you're facing me, idiot. Can you see that? He's taken about 10 feet of the hedge off, so that's what he's been doing all day, which means hopefully we can burn this April. And other than that, I'm going in the house for a heating pad and a G&T. And there you go. Washed, clean, tidy. And here's me thinking, oh crap, I gotta go buy some labels, but no. We now have another bucket full of nice, clean, spotlessly white labels. Bleached, washed, and dried. Morning, afternoon actually. It's raining, which is fine. I'm in the polytunnel. And what I'm doing is I'm taking off I got some nail polish remover and some wipes, and I was trying to take all the tags and things off of those cups there. Those cups are what, if I'm giving tomato plants or squash plants away to friends, I put them in those cups. The problem is that it takes forever. I tried doing one, it takes forever to get the black felt pen off it. So I'm just gonna put some masking tape over it. That's just too much bloody work for me. So I scratched that off my list. What I am doing though is filtering out some old potato pots with the sieve, and then that'll go in the carrot box, and then all of this chunky stuff will either go back in the compost because it will go down eventually, or I'll use it for something that needs a lot of draining, like plants or flowers, and put it in the bottom of pots. So that's what my job is today. There we go, about 10-minute job, but nice and fluffy. And it's not too rich because I didn't put anything in it, and that'll go on top of the carrot bed. Should be nice and fluffy. Excellent. So that is 1 bucket of sifted compost, and it looks really nice. It's nice and smooth, and this is my own compost from last year that I grew potatoes in, so it's quite nice. And I'm going to put this bucket away because I'm not doing all my carrots at once in those beds. So I'll put this away, put a lid on it, mark it as sifted soil, and I'll do a bit more for the row of carrots that I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't think I'm doing them today. So yeah, that's it for today. Okay, if you can hear that, that's the hounds of the Baskervilles that live next door. But I'm just doing my carrot tapes. I'll do 2 rows today and then top them up with this nice soil. And then once all this spinach comes out, this is where the remaining carrots will go. But that's it. It's going to rain today, so I wanted to get the carrots in while it was moist out. And we have teeny tiny tomato liftoff. There we go. Not all of them, but most of them. It's all good. Excellent.